Apparently, horny toads are actually a species of lizard.
Of course they are. All right, round has started. Do you want to read the brief, or should I?
I'll read the brief.
Read the damn brief.
Brief. Background. Russian Marines launch conduct an amphibious landing on a Greek island. Notes. Defenders have the option to teleport between the uplink terminals or drive transports. You should probably let Bloodwing know. She might have some contacts that she can get some warning out to.
Okay.
Otherwise, yeah, that's it. Defenders have the option to teleport between the uplink terminals or drive transports. Yeah.
Yep.
3 terminals, hack time of 90 seconds.
Yep. For this type of uplink, it's if BLUFOR interrupts the timer, it's paused, not reset. Reset is when you do rush. Just making that clarification out there. It's a lot of bonks. Good God. All right, maximum view distance is a click. No magnified optics, no NVGs. Defenders only get 60 out of their normal 125 fortify points, so they aren't allowed a lot of built-in fortifications. Mat weapons, it's 2 AT per everything, so every squad gets 4 AT. Excuse me, every squad gets 8 AT, every team gets 4 AT because it's 2 teams per squad. And each team has the gunner and the assistant gunner. BLUFOR.
Team meaning side, not fire team. Sorry.
Yeah, no, I think you're right. So Greek forces, just to go through the list, you got platoon lead, platoon sergeant, squad leader, team leader, auto rifleman, assistant, grenadier, IR, which is the IR rounds for Hunt IR. It's basically a grenadier round you fire in the air, turns to a camera, has a parachute. You can access it with the terminal. It's a scouting item. Machine gunner assistant, combat engineer that can throw satchels and shit. Light anti-tank, medium anti-tank 1 and 2, and their assistants. Recon infantry, and then the suppressed recon infantry, which get the special weapons. DMR, that appears to be an M4 HK416. So I guess they're just going to put a scope on it. We'll look at that for BLUFOR.
Yeah.
Sniper, we'll look at their weapon in a second. Then crew leader, crewmen, pilots, medics, and then the base kit. Loadouts for the Greek forces on BLUFOR are going to be L1A1s and HK416. So I'd imagine the marksman's going to get a scoped HK416. Glocks is the secondary with 17 rounds, which is a pretty nice secondary to switch to if you need to. Then mini-me's and mags, 249s, 240 Bravos, equivalent. M72 laws for the light anti-tank, M2010 sniper for the recon sniper, and then the choice of the Mark 14 suppressed or the MP7 suppressed. And then crew can get the MP7 or the HK416.
Well, 11 months less than 3.
Very nice. Very nice.
CSW-wise, Charlie gets access to the M2. It's going to be a low tripod, so when you sit down with, and Alpha gets a mortar. Assets here, we've got 2 M2 Humvees with the up-armored shield plating, 8 100-round boxes, so a lot of room to intercept and eliminate vehicles with that armor defeating ammo. 2 Jeeps with 3 200-round 5.56 builds, so they basically have a mini-me on top. Those are Vanilla Vics. And then 8 transport trucks. OPFOIR, meanwhile, going to be given Marine kits, which I believe are VMF.
I believe so.
But otherwise, their loadouts are going to consist of AK-74s, the MP-443, the RPK, PKP for the machine guns, RPG-26 for the light anti-tank, T-5000 for the sniper. A choice between the AKS with 40-round magazines. I'm thinking of something else. 45-round magazines for the AKS, which is similar to what the RPK would have, or an ASVAL. And then the crew and aviation, I get the PP-2000 submachine gun or an AKS. Nothing for their crew-served weapons. Assets, they get 4 PKT MTLBs, a lot of ammo, 100 rounds, 20 mags total. It's a lot to work with.
2,000 rounds, yeah. It's a lot.
KPTV, 10 mags of 50 rounds each, so 500 rounds of that, and then 8 mags of 250 rounds apiece of 7.62x54, so a lot of ammo per box there. And then they have a 5th transport Vodnik. The roster said 4, but apparently they get a 5th. These can carry 11 people total, so pretty much a full squad back-to-back. And also, OPFOIR's marksman weapons, more than likely going to be an SVD, but I'll look at BLUFOR stuff in a second. Starting with our attackers, we have Despo commanding. Now, just word of mouth, what's happened today so far is the attackers have not won a match yet. The defenders have won back-to-back-to-back. So we'll probably see that streak continue tonight because I just feel like we are. So keep that in mind when you're making your bets. But Despo leading with Timek and Sushi being within the platoon HQ. Timek being the 2AC, Sushi being the platoon medic, Ash being the team lead for X-Ray. We got Chaos as the medic, Banks taking the T5000, Swola taking a suppressed AKS, and Arcane also taking the suppressed AKS. You can see those 45-round magazines in those guns. Darik is going to be leading Alpha HQ. He's had Alpha 1 and 2 stay separate. Alpha 1 being led by Anderson with Wheaton, Martin, Arcor, Cosmonaut, Miller, and Maverick together. Alpha 2 has Bridges, N1, Warwick, Cool Breeze, Naders, and Fist together. Bravo has merged everyone under Bravo 1 with Maz leading, followed by Iander with the AT, because of course, Purton, Nafs, Cats, Dobbs, Dogbert, Whiplash, Dino, Almtree, and Bad Ricky all together under Bravo 1. Charlie HQ has Nielsen leading 2 teams of Charlie. Charlie 1 being led by Montgomery, with Drake, Hudson, Herb, Sablon, Eagle, and Shine. And then Charlie 2 being led by Dot with Norris with the PKP. That is noteworthy. Every time he takes a PKP, he does very, very well with it. So we'll see what he's able to execute today. But he's got Sholand, Chult, and McKee with him. And then Delta has merged everyone under Vagrant with Jack, Tenderbaner, Lurch, Oddball, Ace, Green Shade, K, Steve, and Pepit. So pretty good roster there overall. We see that the AO is going to focus on the southern side of the map with the landing within about a click and a half of BLUFOR territory. So big possibility for counter rush plays. Otherwise, looking over at BLUFOR's roster here, we also have some dynamic artillery going on in the open areas. Vehicles have to be careful because they can still take damage, but no one in BLUFOR will die because it is still safe start. But again, vehicle damage is a big worry. Pearce is going to be commanding. Pearce is a bit of a wild card. He usually performs really well. He's one of the top commanders within FNF, but once in a while he pulls a really weird plan and it mostly falls apart, but once in a while it perfectly counters the enemy because it just has to once in a blue moon. Tilster being the medic for him, Spiky RP leading X-Ray, Tiger being the medic, Sam taking a suppressed MP7, Lolo taking the sniper rifle, Falcon taking another suppressed MP7. He wants to rock that forward. He got 10 kills last time. Let's see if he can get some more. And Falcon just went...
He flew.
Like a hawk.
Oh, Jesus.
I know. Revanche being one of the members in there. Waldo being the team lead for Alpha HQ. He's got Rave Master and Zeist with him, which as 2 individual units. Oh, they're that way because they're going to take the mortar. And then Alpha 1.
Sergeant Waldo at that point.
Yeah, right? Catnip, I guess, is going to lead as the machine gunner with the Mini-Me with Nebs. I'm looking at these guys' kits. Shrek. Just going to zoom in real quick. Yeah, so Shrek has a 416. He has an ACOG on it. So
interesting.
Look at actually Shrek and Jacob. They're climbing up to use a tree as a little sniper nest. Quite interesting there.
It works. Very Greek of them.
And Toast is also going to be in that group. He's on the checkpoint as a medic. Chadwick leading Bravo 1 with Rustwise, Blam, and Crab Nourished over in that section. Charlie is going to be 2 different team leads, but no squad. He's going to have Shade, Flux, Michael, Guy Fieri, Mags, Arma Jesus, and Bayans, and Charlie HQ. Charlie 2 is going to have Sideways, Coda, Coop, Kane, Grab, Fred, and Chow. Delta 1 is going to have Korvac with Korvac leading, with Olaf leading Delta 1 with Patriot, Gary, Green Thumb, Loki, and Artisan. G1 is going to be the first Humvee with an M2. It's going to be G-Legs and Ilvanek, and the second one's going to be Azuki and Saddam from 1RW. I mean, Papega on the defense with a big roster, considering the fact that OPFOIR has, or excuse me, the attacking faction has lost every single time tonight, which is pretty significant. We got 3 defensive terminals with massive amounts of open area all around them. I'm just feeling that defender advantage continue to overpower. And then, you know, heavy hitters like Falcon from the last round. Papega's been doing really well tonight as well. Could go either way. I think the critical thing we're going to see, though, especially since BLUFOR know where OPFOIR is going to attack from, and OPFOIR is going to be very heavy with their vehicles, we're going to see the 2 M2 Humvees, or at least one of them, counterattack in the beginning and try to counter-rush OPFOIR's movement to try to get some pickoffs on the vehicles. They'd be crazy not to do it because all of OPFOIR's vehicles are very slow and not too maneuverable. The Vodniks, the MTLBs, it would be a perfect strategy to do. And with 2 M2 Humvees, that's a lot more ground they can cover. So
I think
they'd be crazy not to try that. Go ahead.
No, I think you're absolutely right. But one thing with the setup for Red 4, it's really throwing me off. It's a very super unrealistic setup. They have an aircraft carrier offshore, That should be impossible, as the Kuznetsov can't seem to get out of the Baltic Sea, much less travel any reasonable amount of distance. So I'm really taken out by this. So
are you sure? It's an American flag on it though, so you know it's actually the Americans just wishing the Soviets farewell, because the Greeks defaulted on their loans to American banks. There you go.
Right.
Yeah. See?
Yeah. No, that makes sense.
NAFS is
NAFS is gone.
What the fuck?
Do I want to know?
I think they did the teleport thing in NAFS. So he was under a boat and then he just disappeared and now he's next to ground commands.
Interesting.
Interesting.
Well then.
Sounds American, all right.
Right. Well, taking a look at the sectors now.
I got nothing. Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. Terminal 1 in the center. Got a nice checkpoint and a crossroads. Pretty actually defensible position. You can see pretty well in most directions. East is going to be
got some good
a little
Overwatch.
tight. Some Overwatch. Don't really have anything looking over this, until you get to the stone quarry. Good setup over there on that ridge, but that checkpoint that they have pre-built is pretty decent. So that should be a good, naturally defensible position. The terminal itself is going to be in one of these back watchtowers. And so, yeah, Red 4 need to come and find that and activate that by holding spacebar. So,
Or enter or middle mouse button.
all those work too?
Yeah.
Interesting. Terminal 2 down the south looks to be one that is being abandoned. It's actually, again, a decent sized fob. I would think to hold this rather than the checkpoint, but that's just me. I'll take a look at Terminal 3 and what makes them want to decide to hold that one over this one. But Terminal 2, yeah, had some decent overwatches where everyone spawned, so there's some extra vehicles here that haven't been taken. But yeah, looks to be the one that they are abandoning, which isn't too uncommon of a strategy.
Yeah, when we have less players on, because I think we only have about 100 right now compared to the 124 we could get at max. Usually for a 3 objective like this, see the defenders abandon 1 and prefer to defend 2 others because splitting your forces between 3 objectives splits them thinner than only splitting them between 2. But I am in the same boat as you. I think Terminal 3 should be dropped because Terminal 2 has a much better perimeter defense and overwatch of open areas here.
Plus, compared to closer to Terminal 2, I think.
Yeah.
It's close, but I think they are closer together. At the very least, they can overwatch each other, I think, better than the 2 and 3. Or 1 and 3, rather.
I don't know. I guess they want to really rely on these towers, but the towers, you can't really see stuff that's like right below you as well, let alone shoot at it. So it's a bit of a weird choice, but I can see why. They see Terminal 3, they see these Overwatch positions, they see this nice perimeter wall. I understand in some degree.
But this perimeter wall can also be
knocked down or
detonated,
destroyed with explosives, yeah.
So yeah, I mean, it's their choice. We'll see how it fares. Falcon is still trying to break the Arma engine as fast and as hard as possible.
Yeah, and then Terminal 3 have the big weakness of you don't have any defensive lines watching down the northern open areas. Like, it's all a ridge. You've got the northeastern thing. You got a ridge right there to cover anything coming up. You have some dips in the hills that the enemy can use as defilade cover. I really don't like it, but if you look at Terminal 2, you literally have perimeter security. What did Falcon do?
He was flying around and he
everything.
ran in front of the truck that Lolo's driving, got ran over.
Nice. He's apparently recording right now, so.
God help us.
I don't know.
But yeah, Terminal 3,
Exactly,
looks like they're
Night
actually
Storm.
packing up and leaving here, so they might be returning to Terminal 2. We'll see what they do, but they don't have much time to set up. Only 40 more seconds until a round starts, and we are alive. It is going to take some time for Red 4 to get moving, so I expect contact within another 10 or so.
Look at all the trucks BLUFOR is lining up. They might go for a counterattack.
They're definitely doing a kind of forward push.
Pearce is doing a crazy plan.
I can see some defensive positions, like past the quarry. We see marker 103 in the north. You have the quarry in the middle, and then that extra ridge in the south from marker 132 to 124. But yeah, those positions are so far out that it's like, I mean, are they really doing all eggs in one basket in Terminal 1?
We'll see where he decides to set up his defense lines. And I think it could work based off of how slow OPFOIR is going to be to come in, but he's going to need to cast a really wide net here.
Such a weird play. Looks like
Okay, so OPFOIR is focusing mostly on a northern-based convoy. This M2 Humvee, though, if it drives all the way around, the next place for it to go would be up that MSR, so if it attacks the rear of this convoy... Ooh.
Well, they're not going to hear that MCLB over the sound of their own vehicle, but this is Greg Legs we're talking about.
I think he'd be smart enough to then check the left side of the MSR. But we also have quite a few guys staying back at spawn, so either way...
He doesn't see anything to his north. I think he's going to turn south, yeah? He's going to turn south and loop through the spawn, so he might catch command, might catch Red 4 X-ray.
He might catch the KPTV Humvee, which is his only threat, in all honesty. The gun is focusing on the road, though.
Is it a Humvee or a Vodnik?
It's a KPTV Vodnik, my bad.
Oh,
here's the Humvee!
And he can't get it. Greg Legs, they're both turning their turrets. Greg Legs can't get a clean shot. Neither can the Vodnik. Swollen the KP, and the MTLB turns around and tries to get him. Greg Legs is taking some hits, but he ducks down, aiming up to stick his head down into the cover, and that's the power of that armored up Humvee. Both of them are still alive, but they are absolutely going to be pursued here. Looks like in the north, that convoy has been spotted by northern recon groups. You see Green Thumb, Artisan, and that team looking north. So that convoy has been spotted. And then, well, this Wild Weasel run has revealed the rest of the garrison is still at base. So these BLUFOR teams that are moving up, I mean, they need to move fast, but they should be able to cut off command and X-ray here. They just need to move.
Pearce has completely deployed his troops in he's doing another weird formation. But OPFOIR, I mean, they're doing a weird plan themselves, to be honest, but I think Pearce is going to find that a lot of his forces are going to be completely out of position. That M2 had a good opportunity. It tried its best. It just wasn't able to land the shots up when it came to. And the other Humvee is just being kept on reserve, which I think is also a miscall. But look at all the BLUFOR guys completely away from the terminal, and look at where OPFOIR is now deploying their forces around. OPFOIR could rush and actually do really well on that rush. It's just, do they want to take the risk? And with Pearce, it's a 50-50, in my opinion. It's a 50-50 of he'll either be very conservative with his defenses and he'll be able to defeat a rush, or he'll put forces out really far in really weird niche places, and a rush is absolutely how you beat him.
Yeah. No, I think, I mean, again, that Red 4 team, the whole maneuver has been spotted by BLUFOR X-ray and BLUFOR Delta, and now they've moved down into a much closer position as Platoon is driving by on the road.
Yep.
Could see AT from Delta try and reach out and touch him.
Nah, they're target fixated on the MTLB up to their north, so they're not going to spot that Vodnik.
That's also understandable.
M2 Humvee's now coming around down the MSR. It might catch these other MTLBs. Ooh, gun is not facing the right way. He's gonna get a surprise. He stops.
Guns down the turret. Doesn't seem to have killed the gunner.
Is that 50 not penetrating?
It should have. I mean, it's not like the fucking MTLBs can do anything to him. So
the only thing those PKTs can do is shoot out the glass, but it's up armored, but that M2 was not penetrating into the Vic.
I have no idea how.
So now you've got MTLBs chasing a Humvee down. I've never seen this before.
I think, yeah, so the turret, the gunner isn't actually seated in that turret, so Greg, I think, made a bit of a miscalculation there. I mean, not wrong for assuming, but still. And he's about to fire back at Chaos.
I never thought I'd see the day where up-armored vehicles with 50 cals with the mobility would be chased down and hunted by tracked MTLBs with PKTs. And the Humvee would actually think it was threatened.
Anything is possible. Well, apparently he's threatened because he can't penetrate that armor.
Apparently. Now, OPFOIR has a 3-pronged attack on the northern side of Terminal 3. And they've got a southern group. I don't know if they're trying to bypass or what, but look at where BLUFOR's... What are they counterattacking OPFOR's spawn? Like, what? What is this?
That's what they were trying to do, but they had the recon and the information. I don't know why it didn't get passed along. That, like, everything is gone from their spawn. Either that or they think that there might be a southern prong, which there is. They just completely missed them.
I just got told that the third Saturday op for tomorrow, I'm actually not allowed to stream it. It's a private event.
Now this big Red 4 group on the north, I mean, we have BLUFOR X-Ray who fell back into Terminal 3 and have a position up here watching over the north, but they're already getting way too close for this team to look over the hill.
The KPTV Humvee just killed everything.
Oh, yeah. That'll do it. Yeah, the KPVT, that
14.5 millimeter. Yeah.
So,
yeah, BLUFOR is counterattacking OPFOIR's spawn.
Which was great, you know, maybe 5 minutes ago. That'd be a good idea. That's what that one Humvee did. But now that it's been 7 minutes into the round, yeah, no one's there anymore. And here's Chaos. He's driving right up to Delta's position. They've been caught out by Red 4 X-Ray.
Where's the AT? There's Patriot.
He's got the Carl Gustav. Green Thumb's in his way. He's about to kill Green Thumb if he hits this rocket. No, apparently not.
You're not friendly.
Okay, sure. Yeah.
Neither are you.
All right. That's one way to take out an MTLB and its crew. Are you sure these aren't bots?
What's Gary shooting at? Green Thumb's on fire. Gary's dead.
Solo woke back up for a second.
Yeah, he's on pain knocked, but BLUFOR's pulled away from Terminal 2 as OPFOIR now mounts an offensive. OPFOIR is going to get that small force on they pulled away from Terminal 3. OPFOIR is going to be able to get this force down, take Terminal 2, and BLUFOR has so many forces out of position, they're going to have to panically set up a defense on Terminal 1. But I don't think there's enough room for them to fit everyone. I'm so confused. This is a classic Pearce op.
Oh, and we're having friendly fire. Alpha is firing onto Falcon's truck, and I think killed Spiky. No, Spiky's still alive. Never mind.
Sam's dead.
Falcon and Spiky are both dead. They got friendly fired by BLUFOR Alpha. Specifically, I'm pretty sure Waldo, who, yeah, is Alpha lead.
Alpha, yeah, he's on -1 kill for the vehicle.
Amazing. And
I'm waiting to see Falcon run into my chat and start complaining.
Yep. Get those hydrates going because Falcon's bringing the salt.
What is this round?
Didn't Falcon say, wait, I got the MP7, everything's good now?
Yeah, but he's only allowed to use it against his enemies, not the friendlies, so that's what screwed him.
You can't frag command. Yeah, no, Red 4, I really think Red 4 has this. Blue 4 is still going through their spawn. I'm sure Pearce was like,
why?
Okay, it's been 7 minutes, and now it's been almost 10 minutes. But yeah, drive through their base. Just make sure no one is still there, even though someone already did that. And they're hiding their vehicles, too. Flux parked his Jeep inside of a garage.
Why? What is... I want Falcon to come into my chat and explain to me what BLUFOR's plan is, because this is...
I don't know if there was one.
There was clearly a plan that they're executing here.
Good.
Yeah, Falcon, what was Pearce's plan? Before you rage? I know, pressing them is hard, I know, but what was Pearce's plan? Because I'm trying to make heads and tails of this. Okay. Yeah, 1 second.
Yep.
I'm going to give him the password to the channel so he can come up and explain it. Do you mind?
Yeah, sure. Just make sure to spell it out for chat. Terminal 3 hack has started. I think it was either Vagrant or Kabuki Face. Yeah, the plan is if we have no idea what we're doing, the enemy won't know either.
Yeah. Okay, hold up. He's muted for me. All right, go.
You give me a second.
I want to hear this because this is so confusing.
It was confusing for me at the start as well. So for some reason, immediately Pearce wanted to assault.
Yep.
The assault. I don't know why. I literally said to Spiky, what I would want to do as a recon unit is I would want to recon the north because that would be the best spot to push in from the north, or recon the south because if they pushed in from the south, which I mean, if you look right there,
they've done both. They did both.
Yes, and so Spiky did that because she put her foot down with Pearce. I still followed with Pearce just because, you know, unhappy Pearce is a 6-shooter to the head. Trust me, it sucks. But yeah, essentially I can screen share you on Discord how it looks right now, but it's essentially Bravo was supposed to assault down the middle. Charlie and Alpha were supposed to assault through the south, and Delta and X-Ray were supposed to assault through the north.
Oh, so just full-on counterattack. No one.
No garrison. No garrison.
Yeah. That's what I thought at first. But then there were some people who stayed behind, you know, kind of like smart.
Yeah, Terminal 1's defense stayed, but then they killed you, so...
Yeah, I was just like, all right, we're just going to fall back to Terminal 1 and just help them defend. And I was just like, we're getting shot at. What the hell are we getting shot at from? And I look on the map and I'm like, there's only friendlies here. And like, I drove off the road and I was just like, wait, there's only friendlies here. I turn around and they start shooting at us. And they come out of the car and I'm just staring at them, waving my arm. And the car blew up,
and they hit you with a GL.
Yeah, car blew up, killed all 3 of us. I was like, well...
Well, no, technically the car blowing up only killed 2 of you.
BLUFOR is dismounting to counterattack the northern hill as op. Why?
I don't know. It's
why don't you just go to your objectives?
No one at Alpha in the center is even looking to the south.
What is this?
Mortar is going off to the north, and I'm pretty sure it might be on target. It's definitely going fucking over, though. It's going way over. What the fuck? Okay, so yeah, the mortar is way off. That's landing like almost at the border of the map.
I've said it once there, and I'll say it again. How to counter Falcon? Friendly fire. Ta-da!
Yeah, that mortar just landed about 700 meters north of friendly positions.
Where's the mortar?
It's on command.
This is going to be over in 10 minutes.
Thank God.
Like, so BLUFOR is trying to push the tail of OPFOIR's line, which they'll probably catch it, but OPFOIR has 2 full squads about to hit Terminal 1. Terminal 2 is about to be taken by Bravo, and then they'll push in. And that many forces, even though it's all open terrain, is going to completely overwhelm the remaining BLUFOR here.
The first map where we had a bunch of different elements from different directions assaulting a central point, but that point in first round had a big ass fucking battle tower and had a lot more people who had brains.
Yes, Falcon is used to being friendly fired. He can say that. Plus, yeah, they are a new community, so we don't really fault them. I'm more pissed at Pearce right now for this dog shit plan.
we'll give our usual disclaimer. We have the benefit of seeing everything happening in real time. Fog of War is not a thing to our perspective.
Well, except for friendlies, you can just open the map and see all your friendlies' positions instantaneously.
But even then, Fog of War is still very much a thing. You may not know what's going on the other side of the map, even though you see friendly positions.
Here, so actually, these Vodniks, real quick, they're coming around to hit Bravo, Terminal 2. They could pick up the remains of Bravo and then just push them into Terminal 1 as this large squad pushes. This is going to be over in, like, 8 minutes now.
That
I'm calling it.
Already has infantry, but it could definitely do.
It can ferry people.
Yeah.
Oh, this is disgusting. So I agree. The best defense is a good offense, but you have to find where the enemy's going first.
We're seeing more friendly fire from Alpha. Somehow they're shooting over the heads of all the enemy infantry and are aiming at King.
Look at Shrek, the marksman. Under him, he has an entire OPFOIR force. I'm waiting to see. Miller just slowly looks up. Get the headshot, Miller. Get it. Take him out.
Please.
There it is. Oh my god, and he's still stuck up there.
The trees. They're in
my
the fucking
god.
trees.
What?
Man died to a bro moment. Look at him.
That do be a bro moment.
His wrist is broken. Ow.
POV strongest Greek defender.
They're still popping him in the head to make sure. I want to see if someone takes the marksman rifle, though. They're trying to climb up here, but now they're falling off.
Oh, it's not a marksman rifle. It's an HK with a long sight.
Well, yeah, that's their marksman weapon.
It's the marksman.
For BLUFOR. So OPFOIR, the tail has now turned around to halt the BLUFOR counterattack to buy time for the other two flanks to attack.
Which is exactly what they should do.
Fred is now getting in a truck to potentially...
How is Chow down there?
Are they... What are they doing?
They're probably going to go back to Terminal 1 or whatever Terminal 2.
There's Terminal 2. No, don't leave with the truck. Don't leave with the truck. Just at least hold Terminal 1. You're not going to make that in 90 seconds.
Not only that, but you're leaving Catnip, Nebs, and Waldo to their fate as they hide in the same watchtower. Only other one here is Zeus, and he's being suppressed as well.
I'd also like to point out, most of BLUFOR's forces are still to the north.
Yeah, they're still to the north. The tail, I said, they probably catch up with the tail force. And Chow just ran up and double tapped an OPFOIR.
Oh, and the truck blew up.
And the
truck just got sniped.
They got sniped by the fucking rocket.
Yander.
Oh my fucking god.
There he is. Yeah, is he Yander?
Yep.
Yeah, with a truck kill.
Yep.
Oh, his RPG-32. His trucky.
Oh, surprise.
POV, smartest Greek defenders.
Martin Revanche.
I believe in Waldo. He may have two friendly kills.
Where is he?
Friendly Vic kill. He's in the Terminal 1.
Thank you.
Yeah, right, Noobish?
That man might die by barbed wire. Oh no.
I just want to see a vehicle rush in, a full dismount actually work because BLUFOR is stretched thin at this point, and I just want this round to end.
It could if where's that Vodnik?
Yeah, Terminal 2 complete. Excuse me.
Hey, if Charlie 1 rushes in, that's game for Terminal 1.
Like I don't like talking shit, but this was the dumbest plan I've seen BLUFOR do in a while. But it's, again, I state this all the time I see a Pearce command. Usually, he makes really good plans. He's one of the top defenders in FNF. Once in a blue moon, he makes an absolute dog shit plan. Which I don't fault him for experimenting, because once in a blue moon on top of that blue moon of the dog shit plan, that plan beautifully counters what his opponent does in just the most weird, spectacular fashion you can think of, whatever.
It's all or nothing for him. It's all eggs in one basket.
What about Cool Breeze? There's a Humvee next to Cool Breeze, and that Humvee's about to start shooting at him.
Yep. There's, well, I was gonna say there's some kills, but they.
Oh, there goes Warwick's face. If only he had some sort of AT weapon. I say as I stare at his body, and he has an LAT weapon. The gunner just got out of the Humvee, only to get run over by his Humvee.
Oh no!
Tactical dismount, Liru. Tactical dismount.
And the gunner is dead.
I
Cheese
can't.
was like the medic in there.
I can't do this.
Yeah, he was a medic riding shotgun. He got out and ran over immediately.
I
Anyways,
can't do
back up.
this. Ah.
Okay, Cheese has an MP7. He can win this entire. Oh no, he has an L1A1. I lied, and he's dead.
There's not even that many skulls on either side. Like, I want to say 20 to 30% of either side have been taken
my God,
out.
Look at this charge in the south. It's a sea of red.
Oh, God. Revanche doing his best. Martin now pushing him. And Revanche is dead.
It's game. All the squad leaders are popping their GL smokes. You won't be able to see anything by the time they get up close to you.
Oh,
Look at this map. Look at it on the map. Look at this massive freaking OPFOIR battle line charge.
It's a full like crescent from the
Holy
western side.
shit.
And
I mean, hey,
point out,
credit to
What
Pearce.
is
He's
this?
the only one who could have made something like this possible.
That's mean, and I love it.
and to point
Fucking
out,
Despo's dead, by the way. He was part of the tail team. He also lost Timex, so OPFOIR is just doing this out of instinct. No one's coordinating. It's just mindless infantry monkey charge at this point.
Coordination? What's that?
actually no, you have a second MRB on OPFOIR who, when command does go down, they do take over.
They do take
command.
over, so yeah, it's Dreek then barking orders here, and yeah, just...
It's a mixture of Dreek, Anderson, Maz, Bridges. They're all coordinating together because all the squad leads are alive for all the squads.
Oh, God.
Okay. BLUFOR Delta is flanking in an MTLV. No need to fear.
Oh, God.
With 6 people.
They better get there within
Freaking
90
Delta
seconds.
HQ.
That's okay. Platoon HQ. Go, Pearce. Let's see what you got.
There's the hack. 90 seconds.
Pearce is stuck in a bush.
Satchel!
That took out a few of them.
Oof. That was a good satchel. Who
That was
did
a good satchel, but...
That was a timed or a clacker. That was not a thrown one.
Huh. Oh, Naps is flanking out outside the smoke. This is something I would do. Going into the
So
smoke.
Jacob is the explosive specialist. He's on
Probably
2
goes
kills
down.
right now, so he probably got that. Hack
He's
paused
just
by
trying-
Nebs. Paused on a minute. Wheaton then comes up, finishes it, and then somehow dies.
Swan dive.
Oh, and Zeus goes down.
1 minute remaining. Someone has to run in and reinitialize it. Can it be Hudson? Please, Hudson. Touch the terminal, Hudson.
The MTLB somehow made it. What?
Hudson, the terminal.
Well,
And that, yeah, that
maybe.
pause gave it enough time for the MTLB and a freaking M2 Humvee to come in.
Well, don't worry. It just dropped off Flux. It just dropped off Freddy Fazbear into the AO.
Oh, God.
Flux and Bay are pushed down on foot. Here comes the MCLB charging through the smoke. I hope it doesn't hit the Humvee. I hope it doesn't hit the Humvee. I hope it doesn't hit the Humvee.
What is this? What? Grenade just blew up the MTLB. Everyone's on fire. Everyone's on fire. Oh! Explosive goes off on the left. Who decided this Michael Bay bullshit?
Bay goes down. Don't worry, Saddam is still alive.
Saddam, get him with your chemical weapons.
I get a message from Lola. Well, this was stupid. It closed.
Oh, God.
Oh, it's okay. Arma
Pearce, fix your plant too late.
Pearce.
And he just falls over.
I'm gonna leave.
Saddam's back. Saddam's shot by Burton, and then Burton blows up. That was a dumb round.
I'm gonna see y'all for round 3. I'm gonna.
That was genuinely.
I'm going to see the bottom of a bottle here in a second.
I have already gone through 3, except they're not bottles.
That was one of the dumbest rounds I've seen in a very hot second.
We'll pour one out for each other.
I can't even.